and lightweight title in his second fight, a 12-round decision over James Swan. And as you can see in this tail of the tape, well, it was agreed weight of 62 kilograms in the junior welterweight division. But of course, Daniel Hoskins at 66.5 is down in the lightweight ranks. He's going to be giving away a kilo and a half or 3 pounds in the old language to Michael Katsidis. And Daniel Hoskins is a lot better than a 6-13-1 record might suggest. His most recent outing was for the Australian title against Tommy Brown at Port Kembla, where he lost in 12 rounds. He has skills. He has a great appetite for work, Daniel Hoskins. I don't know if he's going to be in the same league as Rocky Katsidis, though.
Well, John, I think that he's a beautiful young boxer, Daniel Hoskins. Hasn't really applied himself. I know him very well. I like this young man. Hasn't really applied himself as well as he could have, but he certainly can fight. This young man got great skills. His record is not all that great, but when you consider the level of opponent that he has fought, and of course he's had some very, very good wins. He's beaten 2 Australian champions in his career, in Todd Macklin and John Binge. So we saw that fight at Lismore. John Binge and Daniel Hoskins, good friends outside the ring, and it was an absolute war inside the ring. So Daniel Hoskins, his first fight since November in 2002 when he lost the Australian Featherweight Championship to Tommy Brown.
He has a big edge in experience over Michael Katsidis. Daniel Hoskins made his debut way back in July 1993. So a long time as a professional. And we saw Rocky Katsidis make his debut on December the 1st, 2001.
Yeah, there's a lot. When you look at experience-wise, John, you would sort of say that certainly that man there, Daniel Hoskins, will be the favourite. I don't know whether or not he can withstand the pressure that man, Rocky Katsidis, is going to put on him. He has class, he has power in both hands. I spoke to him last night. He's focused, he's keen, wants to put in some challenges to some of the better lightweights around. Has difficulty getting fights, of course, but he is very, very professional. And look at the team that he comes to the ring with. He's got a great side team behind him, trained by Michael Betros, a former big-time boxing regular, and especially here at Tweed Heads, John, and of course Brendan Smith.
Yeah, very popular young man, the 23-year-old Michael Katsidis, represented Australia at the Olympic Games.
And he is the pride of Toowoomba, and I know that everyone up at the CBD's having up in Toowoomba tonight. Nick and Clint, I know you'll all be watching your man, that man there, Rocky Katsidis, arguably the glamour lightweight in the division today, but there are some lightweights around that's looking for his scalp as well, and I'm very, very sure that this will be a good fight while it lasts.
We are ready to go at Junior Welter. We are scheduled at this occasion for 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing first and fighting out of the red corner. He is trained by Mickey Magnay in where he calls home, Coffs Harbour, tipping the scales at 60.65 kilos. 20 fights in an established professional career. 4 have been stopped inside the distance. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Hoskins. Fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Mickey Betros and Brendan Smith, the best-looking corner in professional boxing, weighing in at 62.05. He is the pride of Toowoomba. 6 fights, 6 wins, 5 inside the distance. A former amateur star, as a pro, he has already held state and national honours. Ladies and gentlemen, quite simply, he's back. Introducing Rocky Katsidis. Alan Moore, the referee inside the ring, Cyril Cairns, Don Marks and Johnny Wright, your 3 ringside judges.
At all times, and I'll say it again, and don't hold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Daniel Hoskins is going to be with his hands full here against Rocky Katsidis as we get underway. It's scheduled for 6, junior welterweight division. Michael Rocky Katsidis in the white trunks and Daniel Hoskins in the black.
Fasten your seatbelts. Hoskins, a beautiful mover. Just whether he's got the power to keep Michael Katsidis out, or Rocky, as he likes to be known. There's a beautiful big right hand by Katsidis, stamping his authority very early to Hoskins.
And Hoskins does not want to get tagged with those power shots on a regular basis, because we've seen Michael Katsidis knock people out in very quick fashion. And he has his eyes set on the world stage. Michael Katsidis, he'd be expecting to make this a very impressive display.
Nice little left hook by Hoskins right on the ropes there, but Katsidis working the body. Oh, big right hand by Rocky. He's got Daniel in a little bit of strife in his own corner. What he does, he switches his attack from the body to the head.
Standing 8 count being applied here by Alan Moore. Daniel Hoskins under a barrage of punches.
Just overwhelmed Daniel Hoskins with clean, hard-scoring punches. Certainly looks like he's okay, Daniel Hoskins. Just wasn't retaliating. Good call by Alan Moore.
Middle stages of the opening round. And Hoskins already marked around the body and rib cage where he's taken those shots. And he can't take punishment like this consistently for the 6 rounds.
Every punch that Michael Katsidis has loaded, absolutely every punch. He doesn't know how to throw a soft punch. He's just naturally, he's got a very, very low centre of gravity, digs his feet in, and he works the body. He doesn't just work the head, Johnny. He'll go to the rib cage and then he'll bring it up to the head. Switches his attack up and down, which often confuses your opponent. There's the right hand over the top. Now you watch, he'll go to the body now. There it is again. There's the right hand to the body, right hand to the head. And they are hard to get out of, because when you try to plant that front foot to get under that right hand, you walk straight into the right hand to the rib cage. The best thing that Daniel Hoskins can do at this stage is start to use that long left hand. He has got a very good left hand. He's just not using it. Get some authority, get some respect. Oh, beautiful.
Big right hand from Katsidis, and Hoskins down here in round number 1.
6, 7, 8.
He's going to get back to his feet, but a standing 8 count, now a knockdown. And Katsidis is up to him. Hoskins doesn't need to see any more. Michael Katsidis comes up with back-to-back first round KO wins. His career is well and truly back on track.
John, how to answer that? Incredible power. I mean, Daniel Hoskins is not a bad fighter. He is a better fighter. His only crime is the fact that he's not active enough. He's just overwhelmed. As we look at some of these magnificent body punches. This was earlier in the first round, before referee Alan Moore put the standing 8 count on Hoskins.
It's Michael Katsidis, just too good for Daniel Hoskins. And now with back-to-back first-round stoppages, to his credit, his first after his 9-month layoff back in August lasted only 48 seconds. Just gone a little longer. And a standing 8 count was applied, and the right hand scored the knockdown. And then Alan Moore was called in to call a halt to proceedings, and Rocky Katsidis could not have been more impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, at time 2:49, round number 1, your referee calls a halt to proceedings. Your winner and maintaining an undefeated professional record, Rocky Katsidis.
Well, big future for Rocky Katsidis. Let's see what he's got to say.
Welcome back to the ring.
Thank you very much. It's good to be back. Plenty of support here. It's just fabulous to see all my supporters here. My friends come all the way out from Toowoomba. The guys from the CBD are watching. Hello to you all there. It's great for everyone to be here.
Watching you then, there was no sign of ring rust. There was no sign that you haven't been boxing since, the last 12 months.
I've had 12 months off, that's correct. The time that I've had in the gym pays for everything, so I'm not concerned at all by the time I step in the ring, because I've already done the hard work in the gym, as I said.
You quick-tracked at the start of your career. Queensland title, Aussie title, relinquished both. Where to and how quickly can we rise the ladder again?
Well, what I really want to do, Andy, is I want to unify the strength in the lightweight division. I want to unify strength in the lightweight division and super lightweight division. To do this, I need to call on the best guys in Australia. Australia needs to put our best step forward to go and win a world title, so everyone can fight amongst themselves, but we get the best fighters together. And I'm thinking of names like Lovemore Dadu, Ben Raba, Gary Sinclair, Nick Tatoris, I mean, we all need to just get together. I'd love to box those guys, you know, in the search for sponsorship as well. I mean, we're going to be able to do this with excellent sponsorship. We've got Sporting Bet Australia here, bringing excellent support to the boxing fraternity. It's just, they're starting to bring interest in the sport. Australian United Finance are behind me. With this, I think we can get a world title.
Folks, a fabulous young man who's learned plenty of lesson over the last 12 months, but is just an awesome ambassador for Australian boxing. Well done, Rock.
Well, the fans have been impressed as well. Rocky Katsidis certainly a man on the move. And tonight he was fighting the junior welterweight rank. So here are the Australian rankings. Fred Knuthia is the champ. Kostya Tszyu, the undisputed world champ. And Lovemore Nadu Norfolk Benrahma, who is in fact the Australian lightweight champion. Stevie Marks, Nick Tatoris, top 10 in the WBO, and Jason Arena. But Benrahma does loom as a fight you would love to see with Rocky Katsidis, that is for sure. And speaking about fights we'd love to see, we have a lot